Alright guys, so some of you have been emailing me with how to turn in your projects. So here is a video with the directions that you need to turn your projects in. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. First thing that you should do, you should open up your Google Classroom. I will be posting this here as soon as I'm done with this video. So you will see this post that looks just like this. Alright, so turning in your project assignment. The video link you will see down below. And the first thing that I want you to do, so with your Powtoon, there is a rubric, all right? I created the rubric at the beginning of this project. The very first thing that you should do is to make sure that you look at this rubric. So you can do that by going over here. The rubric was also posted in a previous assignment, so you can look at that too. It's the same one. But you can easily just click on it, okay? And so you will see the exact rubric that I will be using to grade your assignment. Your project here. Alright, so the very first thing is make sure your Powtoon is over 2 minutes and 30 seconds with a maximum of 3 minutes. That will get you 4 points. Points will be deducted if it is anything shorter than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Right. With the title in the beginning, make sure that you have a way to hook in your audience with an interesting question, fact, or graphic, and provide a title. If you don't do that hook in part and you just have a title, you will get points deducted if you don't have that draw in from the audience. Okay, so make sure you are reading through those and make sure you get full points for that. For the first main point that you're making, whatever topic you chose, okay, make sure that your information is well researched, is easy to understand, and that there are direct connections as to how humans have contributed to that cause. Okay? If you are missing some of those connections, or maybe it was hard to understand, there will be point deductions for that. Okay, and that'll go for same thing for your second and your third and your fourth main point. Remember, you need to have 4 main points. If you have a fifth, that is fine. I will probably factor in those grades in a little bit different format, but the same criteria will be used. Remember, you do not need to have a fifth, but you do need 4 main points. Okay. The next part is the call to action and provide solutions. So you are providing multiple solutions to reverse the effects that we have had on whatever your topic area is. And you are providing other places that people can get involved at. So if they want to learn more, maybe provide some websites for them or some organizations. Okay. If you do not provide those websites or organizations, we'll deduct some points there. And then, as you can see, like if you don't provide enough solutions or you don't provide other places for people to go to learn more, the points will be deducted accordingly. Okay. Make sure you have a conclusion that is not just the end. The end will only earn you 2 out of the 6 points. And these points, like if you have a bunch that are not earning full points, will add up fairly quickly. Okay. And then there are some other categories here based on just how your Powtoon looks. So animations, make sure that you have animations built in within the slides, and make sure you have transitions for things like titles and words and images. Also make sure that you have transitions between all of your slides. Okay. If you're missing stuff, obviously points will be deducted. And then creativity, so I'm looking for something that doesn't look like anybody else's. I'm looking for your stuff to really look really put together, to make sure that you really went above and beyond, and that like I actually enjoy watching your presentation. Okay, if you kind of struggle in that area, well, some points will be deducted there as well. Okay, so this project is worth 75 points, so it has the ability to really boost up your grade if you're not doing so hot. 70 points. But in addition to that, if you don't do well on it, or if you don't turn it in, it also has the ability to really sink your grade. Okay, so do make sure you are turning in this project. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into how to turn it in. So first thing, make sure you read over your rubric. Use this rubric to grade your own Powtoon and say, how does it work against mine? Okay. That way you have an idea of where you stand grade-wise. Okay. So once you look over the rubric, make sure you've got everything you need to so you can get a good grade. You will then go into your Powtoon tab. So even if you've already done this at the beginning, make sure to do it again once you have completely finished it. It's not gonna bother me to have your Powtoon twice. I'd rather have it twice than not at all. Now if you figured out how to do this within the last day and you've already turned in your final project, I'll explain what to do at the very end of this video. Okay, so here are the steps. So let's say this is the Powtoon that I want to share with you. All right, now I know a lot of you did not have the collaborator, well, not a lot, probably like a quarter of you. They're doing an update to this website, so some of you did not have the add collaborators button. So I told you a new way to do it. You're going to do something very similar to how I kind of instructed you. But here we go. So turning in your Powtoon, you're going to go ahead and open up your Powtoon. It might take a minute because my computer's kind of slow. Okay. And so once you open up your Powtoon, you'll see some of the images or some of the things up here. You're going to, once you've checked over it with your rubric, you're going to hit the publish button. And then once it loads, it'll say, is your Powtoon ready? Please do the movie version of it, okay? And then once it loads up, you should be able to hit publish. Maybe. There we go. All right. All right, and then it'll take you to this page here. Sometimes this YouTube does not work, so we're gonna go ahead and you're just gonna send me a link. Okay, so it should give you a link button here. Now if it doesn't, I'll go back and I'll show you what to do. So if you have the same button that I do, you go ahead and hit next. All the settings are fine. Share Powtoon. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alright, so it'll look like this, and then you'll just click on this link. It'll copy the link to your clipboard, or you can even open up the email option, because on your Chromebooks it'll open up your Gmail. And then you just type in my email. My email is right here in Google Classroom, so if you want to copy and paste it, that is fine too. Okay. Then once you have it emailed, you've turned in your project. Now I'm going to go back in case that you don't have. Maybe. Okay. If you don't have the part where, because I know some of the versions are updating, great timing. If you don't have the part where it didn't automatically show up with a link or an email, I'll show you what that looks like. And so let's say you're getting your Powtoon loaded and you're going to go ahead and hit publish. I don't need music. Now let's say that you don't see this over here. Not a big deal. You're just going to hit upload it to your personal Powtoon player page. Mine says update. Yours would probably say upload because I've already uploaded this one. And then you just hit next and publish Powtoon. You don't have to change any of the settings to it. And then it'll still take you here, and then you can either email it or copy this link into an email and send it to my Crestview email, which is dawson.robin@crestviewschools.net. And the very last step, so once you've actually sent me that link through email, you're going to go back here into your Google Classroom and you're going to make sure you hit that turn in button. That'll be below this assignment. Okay, so you're going to make sure you hit the turn in button. When you hit the turn in button, that tells me that you actually sent the email and that I need to be looking for that link in my email. And it also tells me if I didn't get the email for whatever reason, I can email you back and say, hey, I think you did this, but I think we need to do it a different way. All right, so that way it's kind of like a double checkpoint. All right, so please have these turned in by Friday, which is tomorrow at 9 p.m. If you have any other issues or problems, please let me know via email, and I hope you guys are having a good day.